Good morning and welcome to Coffee and Conversation. Thanks for taking some time out of your day to spend with me looking into God's Word. I hope you're doing well and staying safe. I was talking to someone a couple of days ago and they asked me, how have you been spending your time during social isolation? And it was just a very simple question and I responded with a simple, honest answer. But I must admit, it got me thinking. Not only about how I'm spending this time, but how am I spending my life? Then I was going through my bookshelf that same day and I picked up a devotional book that belonged to my grandmother. She gave it to me one summer when I was home visiting. I started thinking about her and her life. She lived to be 104 years old. She was quite the woman. When I opened the devotional book, a page stood out to me because it was the only one in the whole book that was marked up and underlined. The caption read, "Dost thou love life?" Well, I had to read it, and I'd like to share with you what it said. It went like this. A woman once had a dream that an angel was giving her this message. As a reward for your virtues, the sum of $1,440 will be deposited into your bank account every morning. This amount has only one condition. At the close of each business day, any balance that has not been used will be canceled. It won't carry over to the next day or acquire interest. Each morning, a new $1,440 will be credited to you. Well, the dream was so vivid, she asked the Lord to show her what it meant. He led her to realize that she was receiving 1,440 minutes every morning, the total number of minutes in a 24-hour day. What she did with this deposit of time was important because 1,440 minutes per day was all that she would ever receive. Each of us has a similar account, and at the close of each day, we should be able to look over our ledger and see that these minutes were spent wisely, because your life is God's gift to you. No one knows how much time we have in this life. My grandmother had over 100 years, but most of us will never even get close to that much time. With that in mind, I'd like to read John 12:20-26. It says, "There were some Greeks in the town who had come up to worship at the feast. They approached Philip, who was from Bethesda in Galilee. 'Sir, we want to see Jesus. Can you help us?' Philip went and told Andrew. Andrew and Philip together told Jesus. And Jesus answered, 'Time's up. The time has come for the Son of Man to be glorified. Listen carefully. Unless a grain of wheat is buried in the ground, dead to the world, it is never any more than a grain of wheat. But if it is buried, it sprouts and reproduces itself many times over. In the same way, anyone who holds on to life just as it is destroys that life. But if you let it go, reckless in your love, you'll have it forever, real and eternal. If anyone wants to serve me, then follow me. Then you'll be where I am, ready to serve at a moment's notice. The Father will honor and reward anyone who serves me." In this passage, we see that Jesus knew that his time on this earth was coming to an end. And even though he was about to die, many people still wouldn't get it. So he turns to his disciples and he challenges them and us to look at how we spend our lives, the lives that he was going to die to give us. And he says, do you want to save your life? Well, here's how. You need to lose it. Do you want to live empty lives or fruitful lives? Do you want to serve self or serve God? Do you want to please yourself or receive God's honor? And in those words, Jesus challenges us to follow him and spend our lives loving and serving others so that we can truly live and so that life will last forever and make a difference. We are limited right now in the things that we can't do, but there are many things that we still can do. Maybe you could phone someone to encourage and pray for them, or deliver some groceries to someone in need. You could lead a small group, or I know someone who's making face masks for AXA. I know someone else who's been baking for families in the neighborhood and dropping off goodies at their door. You see, God has given all of us talents and abilities. We just need to be creative and think of ways to use those gifts to reach out and serve others. So today I just want to challenge myself and anyone else who's listening to think about how you're spending your time. Don't waste it, because it's precious and we can't get it back. And remember, there is joy and reward in serving Jesus. I'll leave you with one more verse. Luke 6:38. It says, "Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be measured to you." I hope you're encouraged today to reach out and bless someone. God bless you. Stay safe and let your light shine.